The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, ladies and gentlemen. From the beautiful island of St. Lucia, your host tonight, Winsbert Regis, a father of two, husband, gardener, landscaper, builder, fisherman, and of late, a luxury consultant with the fastest growing designer fashion app. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, I am enjoying this. And tonight, I am going to introduce you our presenter. She is none other than Rebecca Robinson. She was introduced to GWT 8 years ago and launched her e-mall within 24 hours. Exposure to this industry from the time she was a child, ladies and gentlemen, she has no doubt that it worked. Education background is music. Work experience includes working for that photo industry, working in property management for several years, most recent, working in business development and software sales. That lady has an interesting background here. First experience having her own base business was in her early 20s in skincare company. Industry has Rebecca Robinson got positioned with a diamond, even she wasn't able to focus time on her new business right away. Rebecca now is getting to serious work, expanding her operations. Rebecca has launched 9 e-malls locally, and that has grown to over 500 e-malls in 40 different countries. In that time, has already seen almost $1 million of sales happen in her business. Ladies and gentlemen, her immediate goal is to become diplomat and to qualify her FRICA. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen. Tonight is going to be hot. Rebecca, are you there with me?
I am here, Winsberg. Can you hear me?
Rebecca, I could hear you loud and clear. It is all yours. Please.
Thank you, sir. Wow.
Take it away.
Thank you so much, Winsberg, for the really incredible introduction. I am super excited to share with you guys tonight with all of you, especially after that introduction. I feel the enthusiasm and the energy coming from your nice warm island. I'm up here in Canada. We've had some freezing rain today and very, very cold weather. So we're going to heat it up online tonight, though, and get everybody fired up for the rest of the week and for the rest of the month and into the next year. So let's get started. I'm just going to make sure that I can get my my PowerPoint moving here. So we're going to talk tonight, I guess, about prospecting and lead generation. So we're going to get back to basics for this evening's call. I think it's super important. We've got some amazing products on the horizon that are launching in less than 2 weeks now at our international convention, and there's no better time than now to just jump back on track and get into our prospecting and sharing with people. So I want to talk to you a little bit first, especially for maybe the newer luxury consultants and email operators on our call, about what is prospecting. So it is a sales term typically that gets used, and you can think about miners go prospecting for gold and they go prospecting for diamonds, right? So we are actually in the prospecting for diamonds business too, ironically. And so sales prospecting really is the act of recruiting or seeking out new customers for a business. And prospecting is really a common role of a salesperson. So, you know, we all own our own email businesses. That by nature automatically makes us salespersons, right? We have a product that we want to get out there. Prospecting is associated with the goal of increasing the customer base of the company, or in our case, our business as well, and generating new revenue streams. So, you know, it's really about potential customers, potential sales leads, and potential business partners, right? And a prospect is someone who has an interest in your business and your product, and who is someone who has a need, a desire, and or an interest in what you offer. So again, that can really tie into customers and business partners. What is the purpose of prospecting? Well, we really have two main purposes. One is to develop and expand your VIP client base. And essentially, I would say probably 95% or more of people that end up, you know, helping you generate some kind of income in your business should be in this category. You want to really focus on creating your customer base and those people who are going to continue to purchase from you month over month, year after year. And especially now that we are coming out, you know, we already have well over 1,500 incredible products for people to choose from. So it's, you know, they could buy one thing a month from you and never run out of different beautiful products to buy. But now that we're increasing or expanding into Fairy Health Sciences with the Flawless line, that's just going to help you explode your client base, you know, again and again and again. You're now going to have a consumable product that people are going to be purchasing over month after month after month. You're going to get them on the, you know, the auto ship program. And so, you know, prospecting is really important because you want to bring in those new customers all the time. And of course, we all know that, you know, launching new email partners is also extremely lucrative for us in our business. So prospecting is also going to help you in terms of expanding your territory by forming those new business partnerships with new email operators. So the next question then that really leads into is, who are my prospects? Well, we're in the fashion business, so, you know, automatically you're going to think of people who like fashion. But by extension, you can also be thinking about people who buy gifts for people who like fashion, right? Those people don't have to buy it all themselves. It's nice when they receive gifts from other people. Definitely in terms of the business opportunity, we're looking for people who actually want to have a second income, or people who want to replace their income. You know, everybody's needs are different. Some people just want to have that extra $200 or $300 a month, or maybe an extra $5,000 or $6,000, $500 or $600 a month, you know, to save for their vacation. Other people actually want to replace their income. They want to be able to not have to go to work anymore and be able to work from home or the beach or wherever it is that they are. And of course, there are people who need a retirement plan. Most people in the world, I would say, or even if they have full-time jobs now, don't have employers that are providing a pension or a retirement plan. We all know that around the world, governments are not able to sustain any kind of pension or retirement plan for anyone anymore. And so definitely those people are going to be your prospects. And of course, now with Fairy Flawless, if you have skin, you're my prospect. We all know that, you know, there's an aging market. Lots of people very consumed really with anti-aging products and looking younger. But beyond that, what we have to offer now with Fairy Flawless is something that goes far beyond the looks and right into the health of individuals on a daily basis. You know, we have a product that's going to help people, you know, not put cancer-causing agents on their skin. That's going to be something much more healthy for them. So essentially what you're seeing here is that everybody can be your prospect. Most, again, are going to be customers, hopefully, but, you know, there'll be a few business partners in there as well. So I want to talk to you a little bit about warm markets versus cold markets. So for any of you who are not familiar with these terms, essentially warm markets are the people that you already know. So these can be your family, your friends, but by extension, it's also people that you're interacting with on a regular basis. It could be your doctor, your chiropractor, your dentist, your hairstylist, the lady at the nail salon, or the man at the nail salon. I don't want to be exclusive there. You know, your mechanic, your insurance broker, your mortgage specialist, your realtor. I mean, really anybody that you have business with or that you have any kind of working or personal relationship, those are your warm markets versus your cold markets, which are people that you don't know. Basically, cold markets are your strangers. And it's not something to be afraid of. Most of us are going to build our business from cold markets that we convert into warm markets. So the goal here is really to turn everyone that you meet into your warm leads. And you do this really by building like and trust with them, by developing some rapport, by developing a relationship, and converting that stranger into a friend. We're not going to talk a whole lot about that tonight. That's really an entire training on its own in terms of approach and building like and trust and all of that. But it's just to say that don't be afraid of strangers. I know we were all, maybe many of us were taught when we were younger about stranger danger, but stranger danger doesn't exist in our world. You know, the cold markets are what we want to bring into our warm market, and then everybody becomes, you know, one way or the other part of the GWT family, either, you know, through business or being a VIP client. So right now we're going to take a commercial break because that was some pretty heavy stuff. You must become best friends with your phone. This is our commercial message for this evening. You must become best friends with your phone. Lasting business income and residual income is generated by building relationships. You cannot in any way, shape, or form replace relationships without a face-to-face factor, and it really is best maintained, you know, direct person to person. Now, that being said, there are so many ways we can use technology. Now, you might use Zoom. So I just came off of another training, and you know, you build great relationships through the face-to-face. Their Apple phones have FaceTime. You've got Zoom available. You've got Skype. You've got WhatsApp video calls. Really, you know, when I say you have to be best friends with your phone, it could be a video call. It doesn't have to be just a phone call, but you need to get away from the text messaging. Text messaging loses emotion in the communication. It loses the personal connection. It can cause confusion. Really, you have to get comfortable with having the conversations. Get back to the basics. That is what's going to really build a solid foundation in your business and keep it growing for you. You know, what you want to do is see yourself as the business doctor offering a prescription to people. You're not out there trying to sell them something. You're really here with something incredible that can help them change their lives for the better. You can help them change their families' lives for the better. So in that essence, you're not, and plus nobody likes to feel like they're being sold. So if you take the approach that you are the business doctor and you have this prescription for a great life, for time freedom, for financial freedom, for fun again, that is going to help you have that breakthrough, and it's going to take the weight off of that phone. And, you know, we all go through it. You have to sometimes make it a game, but you have to pick up the phone. This business, as much as we can find people online, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, you have to make the personal connection. If you don't have their phone number, you can make a call through Facebook Messenger. You can make a call through WhatsApp. So don't let it be the excuse that you don't have someone's phone number. There's always a way to make it happen. And this concludes our commercial break. We're going to go right back to our regularly scheduled program. So where can I generate leads? Well, you have many different areas where you can generate leads. I've got a list of them here. We're going to try and get through them all. And certainly if you have questions as we go along here, write them down and we'll talk about them at the end of the call. So number one I want to talk to you about is your warm list. Your warm list is the people you know. The first thing that you should do, and it's usually the last thing a lot of people do, is sit down and write a list of people you know. Think about, if you won the lottery, who would you want to share that with? Those first 7 people, those are the people that you want to share this with first. It might be your family, it might be your best friend, it might be, I don't know who it is for you. But think about that and make sure that you have that list started. Of course, you're not going to remember everyone in your life right away. And so we do have some different memory joggers that are available through the Forensic Networker Manual. You can talk to your My5 about it and get help. But essentially, you just want to think about, where do you go every day? Is there someone at the coffee shop that helps you every day and maybe you don't even know their name? Now you've got a great reason to ask what their name is. You've got your dentist and your optometrist and all these other different people. If you are involved in a church or another different type of service organization, you've got people that you know through there. So you're going to find, making a list of, we talk about it in the Start Momentum training, make your list of your 7 hotshots and your 250 warm list. Let me tell you, everybody knows 1,000 people. Science has proven this. You may not believe it right away, but you know 1,000 people if you've been on this planet for any amount of time. You want to make sure that you're writing the names down of these people and not making any assumptions. You just first want to be making the list and making sure that you're not discluding or excluding anyone, okay? It doesn't matter if you think that this is for them. Give them the chance to be able to make that decision for themselves. Then, of course, we have charities as well. Some people get involved with Habitat for Humanity, different things like that. So there's lots of places where not only you're going to have your regular members, but maybe, different people that you're interacting with all the time. Next option we have is advertising. Some people do it, some people don't. There are a lot of different ways to do it. Newspapers and radio are very traditional. Again, that's going to kind of depend on your market and where you're living, whether that's more popular or not. Craigslist and Kijiji are available. You have to sometimes be careful of the wording that you use in those ads, but they are free. And of course, you can always go online and just do a Google search for free online advertising by region. So I know when we had an event happening in Alberta, Canada a few weeks ago, I was able to find something that advertised in Edmonton and cost me nothing. So all you have to do is take a little bit of time to do those searches and get creative in how you want to go about that. Advertising as well, you could be putting something into a a newsletter that's going out with your church or your another type of organization you're involved with. Lots of different ways that you can do that. There's your Facebook friends, of course. You can always be striking up conversations with them. Again, when you're making your warm list, a lot of your Facebook friends are going to be people you've known for a long time. So, those are people that you can be, approaching, letting them know that you've opened your business, that you're open for gift giving and their purchasing needs that way. And then there's Facebook groups. So I want to talk to you a little bit about Facebook groups. I'll give you my take on it. Don't be spammy. So especially if you do use Facebook groups like work from home opportunities, a lot of people go in there and they, you know, just put an advertisement in there. They put their website link in there, and really it ends up being just one big infomercial for a bunch of different opportunities. And you know, I'm sure that you're going to be able to generate a couple of leads out of there, but I would suggest that a more useful approach to that would be to go in, see if someone is in there actually looking for an opportunity, because people actually do put messages in those groups indicating that they're looking for a work from home opportunity. Send them a private message, and then, you know, strike up a conversation with them. Find out a little bit more about them first. Use your form training. You know, we talk about that in approach, and find out about their family, their occupation, their recreation, and their money. Get to know them a little bit, and then see if they might be open to, you know, finding out another opportunity that we have for them. As well, you know, you could be part of other groups as well. I'm part of a group called Ladies Who MLM. And so in that group, you have the opportunity to make new connections with other people in network marketing groups. And to be honest, there's a lot of companies out there with great products but very low profits. So you're going to be able to find some other professionals who are very open to what we have to offer them, and will be very happy to take a look, and probably even happier to find out that what we have is really, really, you know, something that they've been looking for. So don't rule that out. As well, you know, I am also in a group called Ladies Who Work. And there are people who post in there occasionally that maybe they're having a hard time with their job search, or perhaps they're looking for a second income. And there are rules in these groups sometimes. They don't necessarily want people, you know, spamming their network marketing link, but it's an opportunity to see, okay, I can maybe reach out to this person. We can, you know, perhaps become Facebook friends, have a little bit of a chat, find out about them, and again, see if they're open to the opportunity of what you have to offer. And, you know, at the very least, when you take the time to connect with that person, find out more about them, and they know that you have this amazing fashion e-commerce store, and now our Fairy Health Sciences, you know, you're going to end up with a VIP customer right away out of that, if nothing else. So again, remember, we're looking at expanding our customer base and our retail sales, and organically you're going to get new partners out of that. This is a really great way to do that. LinkedIn is another great site. Although it's a different approach, it can be a lot longer approach to take. So if you're new in the business, it's probably one of the last places you're going to be looking, unless you already have a well-established LinkedIn network. If you're only sitting around 200 connections on LinkedIn, it's not the best use of your time. I have, almost 900 connections on LinkedIn, so it makes it a little bit different opportunity there. This is a professional site. These are not people that are, you know, wanting to be spammed. They're looking to have intelligent conversations. They might be looking for a retirement income plan. There are people in LinkedIn that work in skincare industry, network marketing companies, so they're a great prospect to target in LinkedIn. And if you need a little bit of help in figuring out how to do a search in LinkedIn, you can definitely connect with me offline from the training, and I can give you a few tips on that. Opportunity.com is actually a partner company with LinkedIn. And this is another great way to actually free advertise what it is that you have to offer. And Opportunity actually connects you with other people around the world who are looking for what you have to offer. I actually just got a message yesterday from someone, I believe in Canada, who, you know, noticed that Opportunity had connected the two of us because we both have an interest in fashion. So again, it's a little bit slower going. It's about relationship building. It's not about a quick transaction necessarily in this regard, but it gives you the opportunity to find out more about their business, how you might be able to provide them with, some great products or a business opportunity. Again, it really depends on how the conversation goes. Instagram, I know a lot of people are having phenomenal success generating leads through Instagram. I will tell you that using hashtags is the key to success and consistency. So with Instagram, you want to really be, targeting, in terms of your hashtags, targeting subject matter that's going to pique the curiosity of people. So if you post a picture of a product from your website on Instagram, then what you might be posting is, hashtag GWT Corp, hashtag fairy, hashtag luxury. You might use the word business, work from home. There are a whole lot of different things that you can use there. So I know all of you are connected with many email operators on Instagram. Take a look at what people are posting because what happens is when you use those hashtags, it draws in people to look at what you're posting about that you would never have reached otherwise necessarily. And so, for example, this morning I posted a picture of my cat. Well, that's got nothing to do with fashion, but my hashtags included work from home, lifestyle, boss babe. So it drew in different people that I necessarily wouldn't have connected with otherwise, and really gives you, an extended reach that way as well. And of course, there's Twitter as well. Twitter I'm not such an expert about, but I do share to Twitter from my Instagram page. So it has generated more Twitter followers, which means that when you're, tweeting out maybe an advertisement for convention and the Fairy Flawless Party or something, a product promo that you have going on, you're going to be able to reach very different people out that way as well. And, Snapchat, I added Snapchat to the list. I'm going to tell you right now, I know nothing about it. So anybody who's an expert in the group in Snapchat, you are welcome to share at the end in how you might have been having success with that. A couple more social media ones. I'm sure there are many that I'm missing, but I'm giving you the ones that I know of off the top. Meetup.com is another phenomenal place to generate leads. It does require that you get out and take some action. Definitely, in Meetup.com, you're going to be looking for different local events that are happening where you can actually connect with people in person. So for example, there's a meetup group that we've got started for Ottawa in the fashion market. So it's been a little bit dormant for a while, but we're going to get that up and running again. Also through Meetup, there's another monthly event that I go to called Entrepreneurs in Action. So it's a networking event for entrepreneurs, really from all different genres. So these could be people that you end up doing business with, or they could be people that, you just end up having as clients. Either way, it's a great way to expand your network and get your business expanded as well. And then YouTube as well is another phenomenal way to generate leads. Everybody can set up their own YouTube channel. When you post things on there, again, in the description, you want to be careful about what you're putting because people will do searches on YouTube for fashion, for work from home business, and that will help, that will pull up in their search. They come across you and boom, you have a new customer or you have a new business partner. So lots and lots of different ways, and all of these don't cost you any money. They just cost you a little bit of time to get set up and going. Then we have some more traditional areas. We have toll booths like at the subway and train and bus stations. Anytime you're doing any kind of person-to-person transactions like that, of course, you can put your business cards or leave some drop cards on information boards, and you can find these all over the place. I know this list hasn't covered it all, but you know, at car washes, at grocery stores, laundry rooms in you know, in apartment buildings, in the lobby or the mailroom boards in apartment buildings, and you know, all over the place, coffee shops. Really, you know, you just have to be looking for them. There's a great hamburger place down the street from my place, and they actually have a little table set up right in the doorway where people can leave their business cards. So just be on the lookout for it. You can leave your information pretty much anywhere. On top of which, you can take business cards from those tables. So if there's a realtor who has left a business card out, take it, give them a call. You've now just generated yourself a new lead, even though they were actually trying to generate new business. So that's how it works, right? You're building your network. Trade shows are a great place to encounter new people as well. You know, I just did one last week actually with Sébastien Jean-François here in Ottawa. It was actually not really a trade show. It was more of a celebration of Black History Month, but we had a table out. We spoke to a lot of great people, and we actually ended up having finding a new business partner in that show. So you never know at these different events who you're going to meet and where that's going to grow into. Of course, networking events I mentioned as well. BNI is a business network that's across North America. I'm not sure where, how far into the world it expands, but you know, again, do a Google search and you're going to find lots of different entrepreneur networks that you can join and expand your customer base as well. I've mentioned Google a couple of times. Another way that you can use it is to find professionals that are specific to your region. And, you know, I was just having a conversation about how you can call up car salesmen in the region you live in and let them know that you're expanding your multi-million-dollar business, that you're looking for sharp people to work with, and that, you know that they're fairly successful because they're working in a commission-based environment, and you know, just wondering if you'd be open-minded to take a look at other opportunities. You never really know, right? So this is, you know, again, where I talk about you have to get over your fear of the phone. You have to make it your best friend. That's how you're going to do it. In your searches, you can be targeting realtors, financial planners, people in the fashion industry. All of these people have a high social status. They typically have a high mindset, and you know, they're open-minded, and because they work on commissions, they're not afraid of something that's maybe a little bit less traditional. We talked a little bit about traditional advertising, but there's miscellaneous advertising as well. You know, there are car magnets that you can have. There are also, you know, more decals that you can have put on to the window of your car. There are the mugs that we sell and the shirts and the bags that are all say paid to wear, generate some great conversations that way. And then we have, you know, something a little bit more traditional, something that might require a little bit more legwork. You can use flyers. You can put them pretty much everywhere. Same as the business cards on some of those information boards. You might want to put a flyer up instead because it's a little bit bigger and easier for people to see. You might consider, you know, printing out a stack of flyers and literally going door to door in your neighborhood and putting them in the mailboxes and, you know, advertising. We have this brand new skincare collection coming out. Let people know that you are their local consultant. Let people know that you're their local fashion consultant. You know, it's easy to go the day in and day out, even in your own neighborhood, and have people not know what you're doing. So get the word out there. Our South Africa team was out pounding the pavement, handing out flyers for their conference. There's no reason why you can't do that for your own business, right? And then, of course, we have so many different types of drop cards that are available for sale in the promo section of the back office. Lots of different options there. And, of course, just saw Charlene actually created her own Fairy Flawless drop cards. They look amazing. So a shout out to her for that, for taking initiative. I'm excited to know what kind of results she gets from that. There are, you know, again, personal development courses that we all go on. There's, you know, frequently people go to Millionaire Mind events. Any kind of different personal development course or event that you go to is a huge opportunity to make new friends, meet new people, and you know, connect with people and spread the word about what you have to offer and what it is that you sell. Telemarketers, when they call, you can take advantage of that. I know from working in the call center that most people are not very excited about making 100 calls a day to strangers. So I can tell you there's an open market of people interested in bettering their lives there. You know, I've talked to cashiers and had them see tours, bank clerks, hairstylists. Again, anybody that you're talking to, you know, on your day-to-day routine, these are the people that you're going to be able to use to, or where you can generate leads from. So that's, you know, a good start. I know that it's not all exhausted. There are a lot of different ways that you can generate leads. In a few minutes, we are going to hear from someone, very special guest on the call right now, a couple of very special guests we have on the call that are going to share a few more ideas with you about how to prospect and where they prospect. But before we get them on, I'm just going to wrap up the training portion of the call. I am giving you all homework. I know you weren't expecting homework, but that's the teacher in me, so you're just going to have to, you know, deal with it. I want you all to pick a scenario in which you're having a challenge approaching people and send me a direct message with it, because next week we're going to extend this training a little bit further. We're going to actually talk about different approach scripts, and we're going to try and tailor it to the scenarios that you are having challenges with. So I have a feeling that we're going to be talking about that a little bit in a few minutes anyway, but gives you an extra opportunity to get some extra help. Sometimes I know we aren't always quick to ask for the help, but this way you're actually contributing to the team training and the success of MIM as well. So homework for next week, give me a scenario that you're having a challenge with in approaching people, and we're going to get some scripts set up and help you with that moving forward as well. So that's the end of the training. I think what we'll do right now is see if we have got our special guest ready to chat with us. I'm just, I know I see a hand up here. I see a hand up with Anne and McLean Marie. I'm going to unmute you guys. Anne and McLean Marie, are you there? No? Okay. So I'm going to just mute you again for now. And so I'm super excited to share with you all that we have our very own GWT mom on the call tonight, as well as our national ambassador, Mr. Reza Mesgarlu. I'm super excited that they're joining us, and they're going to share with us a little bit more about where they prospect, how they prospect, and their approach. And you are going to love what you get to hear from them. So, Reza, are you on the call? Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm on the call, Rebecca. Great training, a lot of great information. Congratulations. That's awesome for sharing with the team. And what I wanted to share tonight, give a couple of examples of how simple this business is if we keep it simple, and how effective it can be by keeping it simple. Really, at the end of the day, everybody's looking for a magic, a shortcut. You know, what's the trick? What's you know, how can I, you know, have 100 people launch their malls with me? Well, it all comes down to our DMO and WMO, and what we do and how simple we keep it. Now, some of us are very technical, some of us are very organized, some of us are very, product of the product, and some of us are, to each his own. Everybody's different. At the end of the day, what I wanted to share with everyone is that it's all great having all this knowledge, having all the information, attending different seminars. I know people that go and spend thousands of dollars in personal development courses or in stuff that, it's has to do with personal development or in that area, yet never apply any of the things they learn. And that's sad, because why acquire a skill? Why would you part ways with your hard-earned dollars only for you to get these books, to get this information, the audios, the CDs, the videos, or whatever that may be, only to come and put it at home in a safe place because you paid a lot of money for it and never use them, never apply them. As a matter of fact, start to forget them, start to diminish your mind, forget, so it just doesn't make sense to me. I just want to give you a couple of examples of how simple this business can be. Obviously, practice makes perfect. The more often we do it, the better we become at it. The better we become at it, the more you do it, the more results we get. The more results we get, the more confident we become. The more confident we become, the more effective we become. See, it goes hand in hand. And, you cannot feel like a millionaire unless you're a millionaire. You cannot feel like you want to, you're about to give up your job until you're making that money with this business on the side. You cannot feel and understand that it's possible to make a couple of thousand a month if you haven't made a couple of $100 yet. What I want to do is I want to make sure, everybody understands there is no magic. There is no trick. There is no one way. It's not written on stone. Us as individuals, we're all different. We all have our own style. We all have our own ways of, going about life in many different ways. But when it comes to business, there is, few things that we must learn to do if we're not doing them already or we don't know how to do them. And first things first. If we want to focus on retail, then focus on retail. If you want to focus on retail and everything else, then, learn how to do all these things and do them. Just to give you an example of a few scenarios on how easy the prospecting can be. First of all, we all tell everyone, be product of the product, meaning at any given time, wear your own products. Whether it's a watch, whether it's shoes, whether it's a wallet, whether it's, ladies obviously, they have unlimited choices. Us guys, in the last few years, we have quite a few choices as well, which is awesome. I remember not long ago, we didn't have too many choices. Now, there's so many things that I want I don't even have, and I buy a lot, believe me. So be product of the product, have the products with you. Have some literature on hand. Have some literature on hand, and be prepared, because if you understand our compensation plan, if you truly believe in your industry, in your company, and you understand the compensation plan, then you understand that you need two aces. You need two people, one on your left team, one on your right team, and a lot of times these aces don't come directly from you. I always compare it to a deck of cards. Deck of cards, there is all kinds of cards in it. There's only 4 aces, yeah, so they're rare, but there are kings, queens, and jacks, and even jokers in this deck of cards. So it seems similar going through the numbers with people. You might find some 2s, 3s, 4, 5, 10 jokers, but they may lead you to the aces. So we got to be prepared to take every one as a potential ace or leading you to an ace. So therefore, we don't want to be casual about it. We don't want to discount them. We don't want them to come pass us face to face. In many cases, we do business with them. Many cases, we have known them for a while. Many cases, we will keep crossing paths with them, but yet we never speak a word to them. This past week when I was in South Africa, 2 prospects, in the room. Both of them launched, and they were launched by two different people. Imagine this. Now you want to make it more interesting? So let me go over this again. At one of our tours, two of the guests were cousins. They both launched by two different LCs, and what's more interesting, another LC in-house happens to be their other cousin who's launched by someone else. So this family never spoke to each other about this business. I'm asked, I specifically went over and I said, listen, did this person not talk to you about it? No. Not a word? No. Is it like it's been years that you guys didn't see each other? Oh no, we see each other every week. Now we got 3 family members launched by 3 separate LCs. So do not discount anybody. Take everyone seriously. Be a professional, because people like to do business with professionals, with people who are serious about what they do. And this is where the difference comes in. A guest, someone that does not launch with you and launches with someone else. Same tour should be. It's the same products, definitely. It's the same composition plan. It's the same website. It's same everything. Why this individual didn't launch with you but launched with by someone else? You know, it all comes to the impression we leave behind, the way we you know, represent our business and our company, and this is where it gets a prospect, a new prospect, launch or not launch, move on. So how do I prospect personally? Well, I understand that anybody and everybody is a potential prospect. Whether I see them at a gas station, whether you know, I'm in a hot tub in the pool, whether I'm in at the gym, whether I'm on the, I don't know, on a plane, whether I'm on, doesn't matter where. Anyone and everyone is a potential prospect. I have my watch, at least my watch on me at any given time. I'm wearing my watch. I usually have my business cards, which I don't really like to hand out. But this is where, you know, you got to understand. If you're not where you want to be, whether it's, I don't know, 200 a week, I don't know, 2,000 a week, 2,000 a month, 5,000 a month. If you're not there yet, and you're letting all these people pass you by without you making an attempt by building like and trust, getting to meet them and get them curious about this opportunity, then really you need to change that. You need to make sure everyone that crosses your path, even if they don't cross your path, you've got to make sure you make time. Sitting behind the computer, chit-chatting with other members is not doing the business. Going to a boot camp, which is great, don't get me wrong, we all need boot camp. Because we went to a boot camp, we spend half a day or full day of training, which is wonderful, but after that we went home because we were so tired, and all of a sudden the week catches on until the next week or weekly tour that if you have in your area, show up to that tour, great. It's part of the business, but you're not doing what you want to do, what you need to do in order to get to your targets. For everybody, it's different. If you're not even remotely on your way to get your target, then you're not doing what you must be doing. What you must be doing is earn as you learn. How do you earn? You earn by promoting your products and your business. I mean, we have trainings on that. I don't want to go over the trainings on that, but this must be at the forefront of your focus, your thoughts, what you must do on a daily basis. I mean, you guys heard the good old saying, too many chiefs, not enough Indians. We want these chiefs at the boot camps, so throughout the week they can get the Indians. Not throughout the week hanging with each other and really not bringing in the new blood. Not selling that product, not promoting and retailing and creating VIP customers. So again, I don't want to get too much into training. What I want to do is make sure you understand. No one, absolutely no one, I've done it myself. I've personally done it before. And I still sometimes slip and catch myself doing it. Prejudging, this person's not, you know, not going to be good, or this person's a waste of time, or that person's, they're happy with their life. How do I know who's happy with what? I always try to remind myself to not prejudge. What I can do, what I should do is make sure I represent my opportunity, my products, the best way possible, what's in my control. By having my literature, by having my products, and by making sure I don't let anyone pass me without them at least knowing about our products and about our opportunity. Even if I didn't go into the details with them, that's fine. They know this guy is into something. At some point, I'll have the proper opportunity to take it further and, create that curiosity even better to bring them to the table. Until they come to the table, they do not know in details as what I do. They do not know if it's a network marketing. They do not know if it is, what it is. No, I do not. Because the moment I start telling them too much, they think that they already know what I do, and they create their own ideas about what I do. And you know what? It's going to be very hard to get them out afterwards. Because if they think you got to be a salesman, saleswoman, if you got to be out there, if you think it's one of those things, network marketing, pyramid, whatever they call it, then you know what? It's going to be very difficult for me to get these people out. So I make sure to be very stingy with details of what our business is until I've got them curious enough that they're dying to see what's going on and get an appointment and sit down with them and show them the business properly. I tell you, number one problem with most people who do not succeed, who do not duplicate, multiply, grow, is because number one, I don't want to use the word lazy, but that's what it is. They're lazy. They don't want to get out there and contact people. They want people to fall in their laps from the skies. Well, you know what? Keep waiting, because that's not going to happen. Even though it has happened before, people that become lucky happen to launch 8 and 2 of them happen to be okay, that led them to something big. That can happen, but really if you want to take charge of your future and your business, you need to get out there. You need to get out there. Don't hide behind the keyboard. I know keyboard can get to a lot of places in the world, but do not rely on the keyboard alone. Use all ways available to you. First things first, some of the biggest earners I've known in the history of network marketing come from very small towns or communities. But they keep plugging away till they do find their players and they grow their organization. Then they have a choice of moving to wherever they want. So you definitely want to make sure to not just rely on running ads. It's great running ads, but do not rely on that alone. If you're someone that wants to talk to only strangers and only behind the keyboard, then you're limiting yourself. If you're someone that wants to rely on sending emails only, then you're limiting yourself to 10% or less of what you should be doing. If you're someone that, resourcing yourself to only one of the ways available to you, then you're limiting your growth, your future, and your business. I'll give you a little example. I don't want to talk too much. We got CDSC calls starting in about 6 minutes. But what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to share with you one thing that absolutely blows me away. We got a professional networker like our own CEO, Ramin Miscali, one of the greatest networkers I've ever seen in my life. Doesn't matter where you go, how you go, he's constantly on top of things. He's constantly ready to prospect. He's constantly prepared. He's got everything he needs. I don't know how. We go skiing or we go in the mountains or we go deep sea diving. This guy pulls out literatures I don't know from where. When he talks to someone that he sees, I'm like, where is he going with this? We're in our bathing suits and how is he going to, next thing I know, boom, he reaches over. He's got a lookbook, he's got a backpack, he's got, he's prepared at all given time. I'm talking not now, I'm talking right from the very beginning. I'm talking 27 years almost. So we got that, then we got people like my mom. Doesn't matter where we take her. It could be Bahamas, could be on a cruise ship, could be in Middle East, could be in Dubai, could be in Europe, could be in Edmonton, Calgary, Alberta, could be in Montreal, could be anywhere. She will go out, even if she has a couple of hours before a meeting. Next thing I know, people are showing up to meetings because she spoke to them. And I always ask these people, what did she exactly tell you? And they tell me nothing. Saw me at my work. We started talking, and she says, "Oh, you know what? You know what? I don't want to take it away from her. She's here right now, so I wanted to share with us what exactly she says. I would love to shadow her and find out how she brings people out. Sometimes I'm with her, and she starts. I'm like, oh boy, you know." She came with me to my mechanic to drop her car. We were paying to leave, and next thing I know, she's asking the guy, "Oh, has he ever been to our meeting? He works here, poor guy. He works here so hard. Look at him. He's working in these conditions and wrenching on people's cars and grease and all that kind of stuff. How long you been here?" The guy says, 4 years. And you know, next thing I know, the guy's coming to the meeting. So, Mom, can you come here and share with people? She didn't even know I was going to call on her. But you know what? I would love to hear what she does. We got 4 minutes, Mom. So you got to share with people 4 minutes. What is it that you do? You go to a brand new city, to a brand new country. You go to a brand new area. You don't know anybody. And within a short little while, a few hours, a couple hours, you have people showing up and sitting at the meeting. What do you say to these people, please?
Oh, God. First, I have to say hello to everybody. I'm sorry, just make me surprised. He didn't tell me I have to talk. I don't know, just I tell you something because you're tired. I talk with dog, cat, frogs, with everyone. Doesn't matter who, because you know what, if they say no, they say to themselves no. And you guys have to love money. That's it. If you don't love money, you are not thinking about the future, better future, put in your head. You want more money for better life, for help yourself, your family, your children, and other people if you can, same as me. I have 3 adopted kids since I'm in this company. So anyway, I love you guys. We'll see you at the convention. I talk with the people, and I have the card always with me. Just I ask them what they are doing. Are you happy in your job? And most important, when they say yes, this, that, just surprised that the guy came from the Hydro here to sell me something for the package. I got him because he was working hard, and I give the card. He showed up to the meeting, and you know, like that, talk with everybody. I don't know how I talk, same as you guys, you are professional, but I just say money. I can show you on the paper how I make money. I don't make money same as $50,000, $60,000, but I make enough for myself, $10,000, $15,000 to have a good life. Thank you so much. I didn't know I have to talk because I'm busy at home, and I want to see all of you in the convention to see the reality and change your life.
One thing I want to know is this. You were on I have people calling me from all over the world and telling me that your mother gave me your card and told me to call you about your business. What did you say to them, and why are they calling me from Bahamas? Why are they calling me from Toronto? Why are they calling me from Dubai? Why are they calling me from St. Lucia? Why, everywhere you go, what do you do? Like, just quickly share with that.
Yeah, because I'm so happy from the life. You know, I can see I'm 73 years old, but you know, always I tell you guys, if I could do it, you can do better than me. If you hear me, I say, don't let anybody steal your dream with negative talking. I love to talk with the people because I know this business makes happy people in this business, and they make more money if they like it. But you have to have goal and to give time to yourself. Talk with the people. I talk with everybody, doesn't matter
What do you
who.
say to them, Mom? What do you say to them?
I don't do it presentation. Just I say, is the company, my son owns that, and people making from $1,000 to $70,000 a month. I can't explain to you here, but I like it. If you like, come and take a look. And you know, he looked at me and said, how much you make? I said, I don't make $70,000. I make $10,000 to $15,000 a month. They look at me as they don't believe. I say, okay, just if you like it, this is the card. I don't give my card, give Reza's card. Come and take a look. And they call Reza, and Reza explained to them, and they come to the meeting. But if they say they are coming to the meeting, first time I go pick them up. Because the hardest is first time. I say come, actually you know what, my English is not perfect. You can come over, you can hear better if I explain to you. That's it, they come. First time pick them up and talk to them. Don't scare if they say no. They say to know themselves what, give the card or flyer or you have, give it to them, let them look. I give a card to everybody, doesn't matter how many people I see. I don't explain a lot, just money. Better life, money.
Thank you very much, Mom.
Okay.
It's just we got our CDSE calls,
Yeah.
so
Have a good night, and you know what? See you at the convention. I love you.
thank you, Mom. All right, Rebecca, I pass the call back to you. Enough said. You guys heard her speak. You know, broken English is just, you know, she doesn't say too much. She just says enough to get people on. So back to you.
Thank you so much, Reza. We just have one comment from Junior Estuesta. Wow, GWT Mom, thank you for joining us tonight and sharing your wisdom with us, and see you at convention. So we're gonna, I know we have quite a few people that need to get off and get onto the CDSE call. I just have a couple of quick announcements. One is March Madness. It is still going on until March 15th, so take advantage of it. You all should have access to the flyer, so if you are not sure of the details, get back with your My5. There are some amazing rebates available for people to upgrade, so do not miss out on this. You want to get to Diamond before you start selling the Fairy Flawless, so definitely take advantage of that. Also, we have the importance of convention. So we did mention that briefly. We talked about it last week as well. There is no replacement for convention. What you gain here is not just the training, it is the experience, it is the relationships that you get to build with leaders from across the globe. Do not miss convention. You know, if you have to sell a vehicle to get there, do it. I can't stress this enough. There is not one single top income earner and leader in our company who has ever missed a convention or conference. There is a reason for that. It is going to explode your business, and you do not want to miss the monumental launch of Fairy Flawless. Going into this brand new vertical, it's going to explode our business into a completely different realm this year. I'm for sake of time, I will cut myself off, but make sure you get to convention. Do whatever you need to do to get there. You will not regret it. And of course, tied into that are MIM convention incentives. So Reza Mezgarlu, our national ambassador, is ready to fork out a lot of cash on stage, and you want to be one of those people up there with me collecting money. So, enroll. Full package diamonds. One gets you your convention ticket. A second full diamond gets you your hotel stay reimbursed, and a third full diamond gets you your travel costs reimbursed. The only other qualification is that you must be at convention to cash in on this incentive. So without further ado, I'm going to leave it at that for this evening. I want to thank you all very, very, very much for your time. And don't forget your homework for next week. We're going to be talking about approach scripts. If you have any questions or you need some help with that, let me know. You can message me directly. And otherwise, I want to wish you all a phenomenal week ahead. A good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. And for those of you heading to the CDSE call, enjoy that time as well. Good night, everyone.